Hey y'all, this your girl Amber back and about to do a reading for my Aquariuses. Be mindful that these are all general messages, so take what resonates, leave what don't. If you know where Aquarius falls at in your birth chart, it can resonate with your sun, moon, Venus, or rising sign, 1st, 5th, 7th, or 8th house. So, Aquariuses, what message I may possibly have for you all today? Aquarius. Too many damn cards. Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, I feel like y'all are in the energy whereas y'all is sick and tired of something or someone, but at the same time, regardless of how tired y'all is of whatever y'all have going on, you still keep going regardless. Maybe this is more so I feel like this is for Aquarius man that probably was dealing with a woman who felt as though it's like they were dealing with a very needy individual, especially like when it came to materialistic or superficial type of things and money. And that probably was the reason why the relationship that y'all had between one another, it went downhill, whereas things became very rocky within the dynamic. It was a lot of words being exchanged just because of the simple fact it's like you were dealing with someone that wanted you to be a person that you weren't. Like, they basically wanted you to wait on them hand and knees and just give them whatever they want, whatever they desire, especially like if it's in regards to materialistic or just superficial type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Things, it's like they were trying to live beyond their means, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying they were trying to keep up an image or keep up with the Joneses, but it's like whoever that you were involving yourself with, it's like they expected so much from you, but didn't give so much of them at all. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like probably after a while you became more vocal, you start speaking up for yourself on how you feel, became more expressive towards this individual, just because of the fact the relationship, it wasn't getting any better. If anything, it was getting worse. And maybe, like I said, at one point in time you didn't have this strength to move forward from that situation just because of the simple fact you were tired of it, because this person just kept on putting all these wants and needs on you. Aquarius. The devil came up. All right, yeah. So whoever that you was in this dynamic with, I ain't gonna lie, the connection that y'all had was very toxic. Y'all was very toxic towards one another, and that's probably why that person felt like, okay, I need you to do this. I want you to give me this. I want you to buy me this. And if you didn't do that, they was going to raise hell, get mad. And then not to mention, because like I said, King of Swords, you had a little smart mouth too. So get what? It was a whole bunch of going back and forth, bumping heads, this and that, because of how toxic the relationship was anyway from the jump. And honestly, there's probably another reason why you got tired of dealing with it, just because of it started becoming unhealthy. Whereas you started noticing like, okay, something gotta give. This bitch tripping. Like, she want me to be somebody I ain't. She want me to keep spoiling her, being there for her through, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, she can't even reciprocate the same damn energy that she asking for. And if she do, she only doing it because of the simple fact she know that's what's gonna keep me attached to her, connected to her, but not knowing this person will probably be stressing you the fuck out. Because of some fact, it's always what they wanted. They always wanted you to do this, they wanted you to do that, they wanted you to spend this, they wanted you to spend that, to keep up with the Joneses, keep up with a certain image. Live beyond the means. Yeah, Queen of Wands came over. Yeah, like I said, you was dealing with somebody that was very probably controlling, very bossy, very, I'm not gonna say manipulative, but they probably did have manipulative ways in order to keep you connected and attached to them, to keep this dynamic going, even though it's supposed to probably most likely been stopped. But yeah, you was dealing with somebody that was very bossy. And the crazy thing is, I feel like y'all were mirroring each other to a certain extent, whereas the same way that you had like how can I explain, the same way that you are very expressive and very vocal, especially like when y'all have y'all disagreements, this and that, they were also on the same type of time as you, whereas okay, you think she's sweet, okay, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. Like, it was either always tit for tat, or who can up the person, who can up the other person, you know, all of the competitive ass, toxic ass shit, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Ooh, Aquarius. Okay. And the crazy thing is, both of y'all are very headstrong individuals. So it's like, when you say something, you mean it, just like they say something, they mean it, and they standing on it too. So it was always a lot of disagreements and back and forth, and it was never no type of compromise or understandings, or y'all just coming to agreements amongst one another, because in fact y'all always were trying to up one another type shit, or who will have the last word, or who can hurt the person feeling the most, and so forth. That goes to show that was very toxic, that y'all wasn't in. This is very toxic, okay? So yeah, Aquarius. Aquarius. One card. I mean, not one more card, but another card for my Aquariuses. Yeah, like I said, 5 wands came up. Yeah, y'all probably used to argue, go back and forth all the time, because maybe it had been times where, as you were trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, you know, try to make changes within the dynamic, but every time you try to voice your opinion or express how you feel, it's still, y'all still wasn't getting nowhere with anything. Y'all was always fighting, arguing, having disagreements, and maybe in regards to other people, if it was other people involved. But every time you would try to give the person the benefit of the doubt to, you know, make things go in a better direction between y'all two, it'll never succeed, because of that this person is the type of person that like to argue, always like to have the last word, like to have to say so. Because guess what? It's either their way or the highway. And if it's not going to be their way, you can get the fuck on. Take resonate, leave with them. But yeah, and it's like, the reason why you knew for a fact that you had to go on by your business from this situation is because of the simple fact you were probably tired of keep going through the same thing with this individual, especially if things wasn't changing. Like, y'all, the way that you probably try to communicate with her or him, take resonate, leave with don't, you probably try to communicate with them in a more positive, more healthier way to see how things were going to change. But guess what? You still didn't get any type of justice. Still, any change didn't occur within the dynamic. So it was like you was just tired of overall the whole situation. Keep always arguing, keep going back and forth, keep on bringing up other people that's in the situation. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so much going on within the dynamic, whereas it became too overwhelming for you to continue with it. So yeah, that's why I said that at one point in time you didn't have the strength to move forward, but you gain that strength eventually. You start speaking up for yourself, you start being more expressive, and you basically put her in her place to let her know this was not that. And guess what? You went on by your business. Nobody ain't got time for all that toxic and shit. Always arguing, always going back and forth, always want to complain about the smallest shit just to have something to complain about. Like, no. We falling back from those type of energies, period. All that complaining, People don't even know how to communicate or comprehend or just listen to understand instead of always listen to react to shit. And then even when they is listening, get what, they still gonna take what they feel like you said and turn and twist that shit around. You feel me? Anybody got time for that? I know I don't. Aquarius, I don't. Let's see, Aquarius. Damn. Aquarius. Yeah, because like I said, you were basically tired of all the going back and forth. And it's like, not to say that this person used to make you feel the type of way, made you feel insecure and thing, but by you becoming more vocal and expressive when it came to your, like, how you wanted things to work and just overall what's been going on within dynamic, it's like that situationship or relationship that you were in, it also gave you the light bulb when it came to the power that you have. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got tired of being in a relationship with that person and all they did was either complain, talk down on you, belittle you at the same time, wanted you to do this and do that, this, that, and the fourth. And it's like that relationship helped you gain your power back, take your power back from them having so much power and control over you. And it's like maybe at this time you really not even talk to this person, or you can probably have completely cut communication out with this person altogether, just because of the simple fact that this relationship and everything that y'all had going on, it wasn't balanced, it wasn't in alignment, and not to mention it was always bickering, going back and forth, always arguing, and you were never ever able to get some type of understanding from this individual. So yeah, Aquarius, y'all did the right thing by removing yourself and falling back from this person, because the shit was toxic as fuck. Ain't even gonna cap it. I'm trying to figure out how did y'all even last this long within this dynamic if y'all have been going through all this with this person, because they really was trying to make you to be somebody that you know deep down that you wasn't, especially like if it came to superficial things, materialistic things. Maybe you aren't that materialistic compared to this person that you were dealing with. Don't get me wrong, everybody love nice things, but if your focus is always trying to keep up with the Joneses and fit in this and that, no. Something gotta give, because at this point you also have some learning to do on your damn self. But yeah, like I said, y'all did the right thing by falling back from this person and putting the focus back on y'all. Even though it did take y'all some time in order to do so, y'all gained that strength eventually and get with. Y'all went on by y'all business. So kudos and salutes to y'all, Aquarius. This y'all read, take resonantly with don't. Gemini, y'all are up next.